Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 5 top business lessons that I've learned this year, 2024, as we've hit 8 figures for the very first time. So, 2024 was a crazy year for us, subhanallah. I was just going through my phone, looking at the calendar and my pictures just to remind me of so much that happened this year. And what's particularly noteworthy is that, alhamdulillah, this year is the year where we've hit the 10 million revenue mark for the very first time, which is absolutely crazy because when I started the business, the property business especially, my goal was just to make 2 grand a month. So alhamdulillah, it's a massive milestone. The second biggest thing I would say is the team that we've been able to assemble, cultivate, and alhamdulillah, galvanize towards the vision that we have. So let's jump straight into it. So the first lesson, one of the biggest lessons I've learned this year is that I am the biggest limitation to the growth of my business. What I mean by that is that if my thinking is this much, my productivity only allows me to do this much, my energy, my mindset, my self-belief keeps me in this circle, I will never be able to build a business beyond that circle. For me to get outside, I have to grow myself too. Because if in my head, I can only see my business going to, let's say, 50K a month, whereas it has the potential to do 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. That is the limitation that I have put on myself, and inevitably it will impact the business. Another thing, productivity. Your business can only grow to the extent of which you improve your personal effectiveness and productivity. Energy plays a big role in that. If you want to keep growing your business, you need to be able to direct energy in the right places at the right time. So alhamdulillah, that was a big lesson. So what I want you to do now is think about how is it that you may be restricting the growth of your business right now. A great example, and I see this in a lot of early stage entrepreneurs, especially when they're operators of their own business, is the belief that, and this is the mindset restriction, that I can't find good people to work with. I cannot delegate this because no one can do it the way that I can. I don't think I can find the right people that would be able to deliver the service the way I want to deliver it. So that mindset is an example of what will keep you small forever. You need to break free from that. How can companies become global legends? How can certain entrepreneurs own multiple billion-dollar companies? Surely they have managed to find good people to run those companies for them. The second lesson I want to share with you is the importance of having A players in your team. We have learned this the hard way. When we started scaling up earlier this year, beyond just myself and my business partner, and we realized we need to hire a bit of help. One mistake we have done a few times is just recruiting whoever is convenient. A friend who's looking for a job, a cousin who has somewhat relevant skills, and you want to give them a leg up in life. Unfortunately, although it comes from a good place and a place of care and concern, it's not the right decision for your business, because your business deserves to have the best possible people working within it so that it can grow and thrive. Now imagine your goal is to build a house from scratch. And I use this analogy a lot, that building a business is almost like building a house. Now, would you do it on your own? Or would you also want a team underneath you who can help you take all of the materials, help you plan, help you design, help you craft everything, help you manage everything? Now imagine you want a team of 4 people to help you build this house. What if 2 of them have not got the right experience? They don't have the right strength. They don't have the right information, attitude, knowledge. They are going to bring their entire team down. And this house is not getting built within deadline. So what you want is you want to have A players. Yeah, and sometimes maybe even 2 A players is better than 4 average people. So what you want is get rid of average players and weak players, and just you and 2 A players. And these are A players because they've built many houses before. They've got the connections, the knowledge, they've got all of the tricks, they've got all of the insider information of where to get the best materials from, how to get the deliveries quicker, how to make sure the foundations are strong, how to use the best materials that are durable but don't cost too much. This is a great analogy for why you want A players. Now, what is an A player, right? You can call it A player, you can call it superstar. An A player is someone who is really damn good at what they do. Ideally, they should be better at doing that project or task or role than even you. That is one of the golden rules of hiring that I'm trying to implement as we're scaling up and building various teams and businesses, is always hire someone who's better than you at doing that particular task. Otherwise, there's no point. Now, what happens when you do hire A players is you don't have to worry. You will be pleasantly surprised how everything is getting done properly, nicely, efficiently, on time. And it will just allow you to move forward, not just with more speed, but with more momentum than you even ever thought was possible. Alhamdulillah, I'm blessed to have found many A players to work with us in our teams, whether it's my content team, my academy, the property business. Mashallah, we've recently hired a absolute superstar, and it makes all the difference. So please remember this lesson. Always look for A players to join your team. Lesson number 3 is something that is ingrained in our faith, and is also something you will hear a lot of the non-Muslim gurus talk about. And the lesson is, the more you give, the more you get. And what I mean by that is, inshallah, in your business, try to go above and beyond when it comes to giving. So for example, let's say this is your business. Give more to your employees. Give more to your local community. Give more to your family. Give more to charitable causes. Give more to people around you who are doing good work. And give more to those who need help. When you do that, what starts happening is blessings will start flooding in from all directions. This is barakah. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most giving, and He loves to give. And if you are able to reflect that beautiful attribute, this is a rule of the universe that even non-Muslims understand and believe in, that the more you give, the more you get. So from your business, try to see, is there anything more that I could do for my clients? Let me over deliver for my clients. Is there anything more that I can do for my employees? Let me go out of my way to give them more. Doesn't always mean paying them more. You could give them better experiences. You could give them maybe a trip. You could give them advice, mentoring, coaching. Make the time to add more value to them. Is there more charitable work that we could be doing? MashaAllah, I met a restaurant owner the other day, and every now and again, they will donate the entire day's profit for a charitable cause. And I'm sure that brings immense barakah in their business. So that's, alhamdulillah, this year we've seen the promise of Allah come true. We have tried to give in many, many different ways. I won't go into the details of that because we hope that Allah accepts it from us. And we've just seen barakah coming. What do I mean by barakah? Barakah came in the form of the right person at the right time. It came in the form of an opportunity that we didn't know existed. It came in the form of a relationship that led to a new business venture or a business relationship. It came in the form of mentors, in the form of advice. I remember going to one event and just one conversation with one person that I met at that event led to almost a 3x in revenue. So these things don't happen by coincidence. And my genuine belief is that there's a connection between the more you give, the more you will receive, inshallah. And that is the lesson. Let's show the world how it works, because they say it from experience. They don't know exactly how it works, but we understand the mechanics. We know that when we give with sincerity, Allah will replace it with better. Lesson number 4. When you chase the dunya, it will enslave you. When you chase the afterlife, when you focus on Allah, the dunya will serve you. So this is based on the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam found in Tirmidhi, where he is reported to have said that whoever is concerned about the hereafter, Allah will place richness in his heart, bring his affairs together, and the world will inevitably come to him. Subhanallah. But whoever is concerned about the world, Allah will place poverty between his eyes, disorder his affairs, and he will get nothing of the world but what is decreed for him. Subhanallah. How did I learn this lesson this year? Subhanallah, my team will tell you that almost every week or every few weeks, there's some kind of retreat, some kind of event that I'm going to with my teachers. I've been Umrah twice. These things take time away from work. These things disrupt the flow of our work. They disrupt the team. They disrupt all of the plans that we have. When I'm suddenly going on a retreat for 3 days and I'm not going to be accessible. Having done that with faith that inshallah it will not damage the progress that we're making, I actually found that things progress better, progress faster. And the notion that the dunya will serve you literally manifested itself in the way of opportunities literally coming in my inbox. Getting someone offering us 12 flats over on DMs on Instagram. We have had to do no work for it. So that was when I realized that, subhanallah, the promise of Allah is of course true. Of course it's true, but my realization came when this year in particular, done quite a lot of trips, have gone abroad as well, for the sake of my personal spiritual development. Went Umrah twice, taken a lot of time off during Ramadan. I would probably say that out of the year, probably 20 to 25% of my work time was allotted for my personal spiritual development this year. And I pray Allah accepts, but we have seen incredible growth because of it. And I am sure you guys have seen that too, through the content, through the growth that we're sharing. You've seen the audiences, the views, everything's going up. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. That is because of putting Allah first and allowing Him to take care of the affairs, and not thinking, you know what, I would like to go and do Umrah, or I would like to go and do Jamaat. Many people go and do Jamaat. I would like to go and pray in the masjid, but I'm too busy with work. I'm too busy with my business. my business will suffer. My business will have issues. So inshallah, give it a go and let me know, inshallah. The fifth and final lesson I want to share with you, something very profound that I've tried to internalize, is that repetition is the mother of mastery. So anything that you want to improve on is just a matter of repetition. Anything you want to achieve, any new skill you want to have, anything you want to improve in your business is just a matter of consistency and repetition. So alhamdulillah, the way I learned this, obviously we learn this, we hear this saying in books, we hear it in talks and seminars, but I really saw that in my own progress this year when it came to content. The consistency, and I'm naturally not good on camera. I've always been introverted. I've always been shy. I tend to eat my words. I have a bit of an accent. And it was something that didn't come easy. But every single week, we would script, record, share, script, record, share, script, record, share. And subhanallah, since April, yes, April is when we started shooting, but we're planning from February. So let's say 10 months has gotten us to some crazy results. Now, I hope I'm getting better, but alhamdulillah, by Allah's grace, we're getting between 4 to 6 million views a month on socials. And I hope I'm getting better, but that is something that I didn't have before. I didn't have this before I made the decision of, we're going to do this. I'm not very good at it, but I'm going to be consistent and repeat. Every single week, we're going to do this. Every single Monday, we're going to shoot, script, shoot, and edit. Script, shoot, edit, script, shoot, edit. And that's when I learned that repetition is extremely powerful. So for 2025, what is one thing that you want to get better at? And what is the action that you must repeat regularly, daily, weekly, maybe not monthly, but daily or weekly you want to. By the way, I just remembered something else. This year is when I've taken my own personal health a lot more seriously. I've been going to gym with a PT for 3 years. You may see some of the gains. And again, it's repetition. Repetition. Show up, do the workout, show up, do the workout, show up, do the workout. And alhamdulillah, my body has completely transformed. My energy levels are better. I feel more confident. I feel stronger. And I'm just looking forward to continuing, inshallah. So these were the top 5 business lessons that I wanted to share with you. I would love to hear from you. Have a think about what are 3 major things that you've learned this year, 2024. And please share them with me in the comments. I genuinely mean that, because I would love to enrich myself by learning from your experience. Until the next video, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.